So hello guys, so for today I'm going to teach you or have a tutorial video of how I make my digital art. So it will also help you for your own art styles, and I can also give you tips and tricks on how I do mine. So from our first session, I'm going to do line arts and flat colors first, so that you know how to do it by yourself. So we will do some portraits of two girls or two ladies. So make sure that you check it out. So, and I will also explain the things or the steps that I'm doing at my time-lapse video. So I hope that you will learn something from my video, and let's go. So the first one that we're going to do is twice dayon. So I lower the opacity of the picture and put a layer, and I trace the lid. So yes, that's the first thing that I always do, and I sharpen the edges of the eyelids and the eyelashes. So yeah, it's okay if it is not perfect yet, because we're just starting. So it's all about linings and flat pictures or flat colors. So the next thing that I did is use a circle ruler, and I trace the eyes. So still same layer, and I fill it up from the lines, and the next one is the nose. So I'm just imagining things, so I put some lines. The next thing is the eyebrow, so I always start with the small lines first, and I make sure that it's all connected. So when I fill it up, it's perfect. So the next thing that I do is I put details on the pictures, on the eyebrows, and put some lines or erase some lines so that it will have texture in it. So that the next thing that I do is I erase the front and the back of the eyebrows, and I continue it with the hair. So it's okay if it is simple. So as you can see on the video, that I'm just tracing it and making sure that it's all connected, so that when I fill it up, it will not ruin the image. So you will see there that I messed up a bit, and I did it again. So yes, it's okay if it's not so detailed, because we're just learning it, and we're just starting it. So there you can see that I failed. So yeah, I did it, and I succeed. So yes, I fill the gaps from the line. So my art style is very different from the others, because I wanted it to make it minimalism. So that's my style. So I just did the hair flat color, but later for the next sessions, I'm going to explain about the shadowings of the skin and the hair and the clothes. So yes, the one tip that I can give you is use a portrait or a person that has long hair and it's connected with the clothes, so that you will not have a hard time to erase the skin. So the next thing that I do here is the clothes. So the clothes doesn't have to be that detailed. I just did random color, because that's my style. If your style is make it so detailed, you can do it. So as you can see, I did another layer, so that it will not ruin the hair. So if I combine it, I put it under the hair. So yes, as you can see, and I fill in the gaps. So it doesn't have to be perfect copy, but you see there I messed up, and I put it back again. So the next is the skin. It's all about flat colors. So I have my palette, and I can send it to you guys. So I did the lips. I made it so simple, and I added some eyelashes and some details. So yeah, that's the finished product. So the next one is easier version of Twice Cheyong. So yeah, that's my palette. So I lower the opacity of the picture. I added a layer and messed up a lot with the eyelashes. So yes, as you can see. So it's the same process. I did it, but this one is a different style. So if you're having a hard time to copy the first one, this one is the easier version. So I noticed that the eyebrows is so thick, I made it thin. So you can also copy my style. So I erase the tip of the eyebrows itself and fill in the eyes. So yes, I also noticed that the nose is big, so I made it smaller. And I just traced the outer layer or the inner layer of the mouth and hair mole. So the next thing that I do is the hair. So after all those facial features, so you must do it perfectly, not that perfect. So also in the hair, it's also okay if it's not perfect. So later I will make corrections of it because I don't find it so good. So yes, I feel it, and I feel the gaps. I don't know if you're using this same app, but I'm using Autodesk Sketchbook. So if you're using other apps, maybe it's perfect with filling the gaps, so or filling the hair. So yes, I tried to remove that because I think it's not good. So next one, I added another layer under the hair, so it's much darker because I want it minimalist. So I added the base color of the skin. So I added the chin. So that's the thing that we don't do at Dion's, but this one is different. So I added the lines at the nose. You can add also those under eyelashes, but we're not going to do that. Also the hairs. So yes, so that's basically it. So for the takeaways for my first lesson about flat colors and linings of a person or a portrait. So the first tip that I can give you is pick a easy person or easy person to trace it. So because it will be harder for you if it is very complicated or it has facial reaction. So that's my weakness that I'm not yet doing, or I'm not yet exploring my talent about facial reactions because I'm not yet good at it. So maybe at the future I can do a lot of things, including the facial reactions and expressions that a person can give. So the second tip is make sure that if it is a guy, make sure it's a long-haired guy, or if it is a girl, make sure it's still long hair, because if the skin, for example, this is my background and the skin is touching the background, not the hair itself, it will be harder for you to put shadows in the face because you're going to erase it properly, and it will not align to the facial features of the portrait itself. So that's my second tip. And the third tip is it's okay if it is not perfect, because we're just still learning in how to do digital art. So it's okay if it's not completely look alike, because I started from smiley face in doing my own digital art. So you just need to practice and practice. And the last thing that I can give tips to you is you can choose your own color. So mine, I always do hairs that is black, but still you can use different colors. You can make it white, and you can make it also glow if you know the process. So I can give you that in our next lesson. So I hope that you understand everything and learn from my art style as a digital artist. So see you at my next lessons.